Hey everybody. Pulp Fiction Sam. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about NWA. I'm going to get my room clean. I got something cooking in the kitchen just to let everybody know. Yo, Tim, it wasn't actually like a diss and stuff like that. He was just trying to play on words. I talked about that when I reviewed We Can't Be Stopped about a couple months ago. Yo,
What's up? What's good?
not much, not much. Just getting my some clothes hanging up in my closet. What about you?
Chilling. Cruz, what up, yo? Sam, Ronnie, what up? DJ Tim, what's good? Where you
I
from?
literally just did my list like an hour ago.
Oh wow, you late?
Yeah. I have to actually redo it because there was one album I wanted to include, which I'm gonna explain in a minute. I was like, damn, this is hard just picking 10 albums and shit, but
Yo, shout out to Unwrap the Movies. I did a he's a dope homie of mine, and he got his own channel on YouTube, and we did like a live stream on Saturday. Talking about sports and movies and stuff. So go follow his channel. Check me out on his channel.
yo, send me the link when you got a time.
Yeah, Unwrap the Movies with a Z at the end, not movies with a S. Check out his channel.
So y'all ready for this Top Dog album this Friday?
But depending on who it is, I don't like everybody on that roster. But if it's Kendrick, I'm definitely gonna check for it. Or Schoolboy Q.
I feel like it's either gonna be Kendrick or SZA,
I don't like everybody on that roster, but you know, if it's
but
Kendrick, definitely.
I feel like Kendrick is too obvious.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how these artists go about promoting their stuff now. It's different now than how it was back then. I don't see what the secrecy is. If it's gonna be Kendrick, then just let people know. You know what I'm saying? Like he could drop tomorrow and it's still gonna sell. So I don't understand what the secrecy is. If it's not Kendrick, then you know who is it then?
All I know
Supposedly it's
was
Kendrick. That's the room. The room is Kendrick, J Cole, and Drake all dropping in May. They all dropping this month.
yeah, Cole's gonna have a field in it.
Cole is dropping. He got a mixtape coming out. Supposedly it's two mixtapes and an album that he's retiring. I don't know how true that is. Drake is dropping, and then supposedly it's Kendrick. I don't know.
Hopefully it's good. That's the thing.
Yeah. And if it ain't good, I'm not gonna check for it. So I'm not even gonna mention it. So I don't care who it is. If it's whack, I'm saying it's whack. And people going crazy over this Jay Z and Nas collab. Like niggas ain't hear Jay Z and Nas collab before. I don't get it.
I mean, that Jay Z and Nas collab was okay, but it wasn't like anything like
They've done
success.
shit before. I'm like, bro, like y'all act like y'all never heard them on a song before. They've done shit before. Hello,
Exactly.
Jay Z was on the Hip Hop Is Dead album, Black Republicans. Nas was on fucking Magna Carta, that shit.
And American Gangster too.
And American Gangster. Like they've done shit before. This is not like the first time they've collaborated. I don't really care for Khaled, so I could care less about a Nas and Jay Z collab. I got
Yeah, niggas
fucking
want to say
Khaled.
that they
I
want
have
to kill.
Khaled albums that I haven't even opened. Like I don't care for dude. I don't think he's a real DJ.
People are saying that they want a Jay Z and Nas album with Khaled producing.
No, we don't need that. I'm not listening to that shit. I'm good.
I'm like, now
Do
y'all
not want
reaching.
that. Do not want that. Give me Nas and Jay over Primo beats. That's what I want to fucking hear. Fuck Khaled.
Besides, everyone said the album's trash anyway.
I don't listen to this shit. That's why I still got unopened Khaled's fucking albums because I don't really care for dude like that. I'm like, what part of DJing does he do? All he fucking do is screams on records. Like I've never seen him scratch a fucking record on a turntable before. What does he do? They call himself a DJ.
The
Meanwhile,
fact,
meanwhile, people ignore the real DJs like Qbert and Red Alert. Those are real DJs. Who the fuck is Khaled? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it. Like the new generation is screwed up. They really don't know what the fuck a DJ is. If you could look at Khaled and be like, oh, he's a DJ because he screams on the record. Anybody could do that shit.
Right. And now everyone's trying to do what Tyler's doing. Like DJ Scratch, Primo,
Exactly.
DJ
These DJs
Clue,
they're supposed to be fucking. They should know, and they don't know these niggas.
DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Right? Jazzy Joyce, Coco
Oh
Chanel,
yeah.
real DJs.
Jam Master J.
Yeah.
Um, Mark the 45 King.
Hmm.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check something right quick.
Black Republican was
Calimax.
dope. I didn't care for the album, but I always thought they should have did a video for that song. I didn't hear that. Sick Jackin', I didn't hear that new single. Sick Jackin' is underrated. Nobody mentions this dude. They want to talk about a Jay Z and Nas collab. I don't get it. DJ Quick, exactly. Give him his flowers now, like he was talking about in that Instagram post. Kendrick working with Dre and Eminem. Is he? I hope it's good. I haven't liked nothing that Dre came out with in a minute. I think Quick is right. I didn't know Quick owed that many credits. I didn't know he did shit for Nelly and R. Kelly and all that. That's crazy. Give that man his flowers now before he drop dead. Did not even know that, man. R. Kelly owe him money. Suge Knight owe him money. Nelly, whoever else that he did stuff for, they owe him money. That's crazy. I only heard
DJ.
about that shit like years ago, like 3, 4 years ago. I heard about him doing shit for Doggy Style, and he didn't get the credit for Doggy Style. I
Sam
agree.
said,
I
"Fuck
agree.
that."
I agree. DJ Tim Eminem ain't been the same. So I don't even. I'm not even excited for that Kendrick and Eminem shit. I could care less.
What y'all talking about?
Supposedly Kendrick working with Dre and Eminem.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Is anybody excited for that? I'm not.
I mean, Dre and Kendrick, they always make some good stuff together.
What is Drake done for Kendrick? He did like one song for him.
The Recipe, Compton.
No, I'm talking about for Kendrick's albums. He only did the recipe. He hasn't been on nothing else for Kendrick.
Damn, that is.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and his production ain't even the same no more. So, I mean, I'm not excited for that right now. I mean, I want to hear shit before I get excited and say, like, this is dope. Eminem. When has Eminem gave us a solid album? It's been years.
I mean, Music to Be Murdered by, the first one was pretty
You
solid
you
to
thought
me.
that's a solid album? Is that a solid album with the rest of his early work to you?
Not with the rest of his early work, but compared to the
Oh
recent
yeah,
shit,
well,
it's
oh
pretty.
yes, well compared to the other shit, then yes. But I mean, like a last class. What was his last classic album? Eminem Show. That's like what 2003,
Two.
2002. DJ Quick. I didn't even know DJ Quick produced Hot and Her because I kept thinking for all these years it was Pharrell. I was on
Yeah,
that Nelly Street team, and we were promoting that single. All I kept hearing was Neptunes. Not one time did anybody say DJ Quick had something to do with that song. That's
that's
crazy.
interesting.
R. Kelly, the Home Alone track from the R album, that's from what, 97?
Hey,
98. The double album. How many times have we talked about that album? We haven't even done an official review on that album. We talked about that album, and not no, I didn't even know DJ Quick had something to do with that song.
it's been years since I've heard the album in full too. So
That's crazy.
maybe we can do it on your channel one day
You want to do the art album on my channel?
if you want.
It's not it's not worthy to talk about on Reggie's channel.
No, I mean because you mentioned it and stuff like that. So I was
No,
like,
because I saw the DJ Quick video on Instagram, and he's burning the check or whatever, and he mentioning like all these songs. I'm like, I didn't know he had shit to. Where's his credit for those songs?
I
You know what
mean,
I'm saying?
I know I know about the Death Row issue because I think when it came to him working with Death Row, Profile Records, they were trying to, ban that shit. So he had to use his real name, David Blake, for the credits and shit.
I just heard about him. I want to say back in 2016, 2017, about him doing shit on Doggy Style. Not for years. I didn't know he did shit for Doggy Style. Did not know
Yeah,
that because
I didn't know
he
he
didn't
did
get
shit.
no credit for that. They owe him money. Suge Knight, R. Kelly, the Neptunes, Nelly, they owe him money. And whatever else he's done that he's not getting credit for.
He's one of the goats, man.
I also agree with that with DJ Timerson. He should have read the fine print before you sign papers and shit. If he signed any papers.
I mean,
But a
I
lot of
can't get
those
mad about
artists do that where they get caught up in when they're young and just sign their name on the dotted line for a check, not reading the fine print, and then they get fucked over for their publishing, like the locks, and then they want to start bitching to Puffy on the radio, like, oh, you owe us money. When your ass signed on the dotted line when he was 18 years old, like Snoop Dogg, and he got fucked out of his publishing. You know what I'm saying? So
it.
that's
Yeah.
also that's also their fault as well. But still, I'm like, yo, these artists owe DJ Quick some money.
Isn't Migos going through that right now too with their label?
Are they? I didn't even know that. They're not gonna be around anyway for a long, so it don't even matter. If this is their way out of the business, then go. The quicker they get out the door, the better.
Crazy. I'm ready to start whenever you are, bro.
Let's go.
What's up, everybody? What's up, you too? How's everyone doing this lovely, lovely, lovely Sunday night? The best nights to watch this podcast. It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
And today is the beginning of the top 10 month. And what we're going to do is for the first four Sundays in May and the last Thursday, because we still have the collection video at the last Sunday, we're going to do like a top 10 of certain genres, certain subgenres in hip hop and stuff like that. Not just hip hop, but R&B and stuff too. I think next week, I want to do the funk next week, so I'm gonna ask BJ if he's down for that one. So,
Where is BJ? I haven't seen him in here.
who
BJ,
BJ?
where you at? You sleeping? Get
He'll
your
probably
ass
show
up,
up.
bro.
He's probably just getting off work. So yeah, and the reason why I wanted to do this was because we always talk about favorite album. Y'all always ask us this album or this album, what you think about this album. So I decided to like dedicate it, just to different types of music we all listen to. Um, I don't know what you consider gangster rock. I know some people want to throw in like hardcore hip hop with the mafioso hip hop and whatnot. I don't know
This is
what you would
this is
consider.
a whole West Coast list for me because to me, I don't think East Coast artists did gangster rap. I mean, I know you said Schoolie D. That's what you mentioned before,
Yeah, Schoolie D, Just Ice.
right? But
I mean,
other
they were
than
like the
them,
Godfathers.
it's like I, to me, what gangster rap is West Coast music to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think East Coast artists did that type of gangster rap Despite what mainstream America thought was gangster rap. I've seen people, throw in Onyx first album as gangster rap and fucking
Yeah,
50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. I don't think that's gangster rap at all. But
nah.
you know, my list is all West Coast.
I mean, I wouldn't really get mad if people want to combine hardcore and gangster rap, but I wouldn't, me personally.
Right.
But
That's
I
why I
have,
don't get into all these, like, when people label shit. I don't get into all of those labels because you know what I'm saying. Artists got different sounds, and I think when they make a label up for a certain artist and or a certain group, it's because they don't understand the damn music. You know what I'm saying? So when they look at Jurassic 5 or look at Dell, oh, that's backpack rap. What the fuck is backpack rap? I never understood that term. I think it's stupid.
I never understood that
It,
shit
it
either.
shouldn't be a part of our genre. And just stupid terms like that. I don't care for those labels. You know what I'm saying? Like, rap to me is rap. Either you like it or you don't. I don't like
Exactly,
getting into what's backpack rap and this rap, and who cares? If you love it, then that's all that matters.
exactly. I think with the backpack rap came from Kanye because of the whole college dropout trilogy
Because he
and
was rocking
whatnot.
the backpack. How many other
You
artists were
know,
rocking backpacks back in the '90s? You know what I'm saying? The Roots was rocking backpacks when they first came out what's that album? Do You Want More? They were rocking backpack. Are they a backpack group? Black Moon was rocking backpacks and Who Got the Props video. Are they a backpack group? You know what I'm
um,
saying? I don't get into all that fucking labels. They want to label everything, and oh, the weekend is this type of R&B, and who the fuck cares? If you like it, you like it.
exactly,
I'm not gonna get into no argument about this is this sound and this and that. My list is all West Coast. I don't feel like East Coast artists did gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? West Coast lifestyle was different from ours. The way that they grew up with the gang lifestyle, we didn't grow up like that over here. You know what I'm saying? So it was like anything gang related, we heard the West Coast artists for that. Whether it was
right.
NWA or Spice One or MC8, Quick, whoever. At least for me, you know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up in that gang life, and if I wanted to hear that music, it was West Coast artists I was turning to listen to that. So my list is all West Coast artists.
Got you, got you, got
Lil
you.
Wayne is not gangster rap. I'm sorry, Ray Sean. That is wrong.
Who?
Lil Wayne
Nah,
is not gangster rap. Hell no.
nah.
I don't know where y'all getting your fucking information from. Stop looking at Google. Stop looking at Wikipedia. Because they don't know shit.
Okay. Just to let everybody know, so we're gonna do gangster rap today. We're gonna do funk next week. New Jack Swing the week after. Neo Soul after that, and then we're gonna end it off with alternative rap.
What's after funk we doing?
Okay. New Jack Swing,
Okay, and then Neo Soul, and what's the last one?
alternative rap.
Oh boy.
I
Who
know
else is gonna be in that category? I don't know what people consider alternative
that's
rap nowadays.
that,
Might be
that's the
fucking,
point.
Tyler the Creator or some shit. Who knows?
I mean, like I said, like that's why it's interesting as hell because it's just like I just want people to know what people think about because with alternative rap compared to gangster rap, you can talk about anybody from Tribe to Far Side, and with
But but
Quasimodo,
but
I
this
feel
is
like
this is the thing though. I never heard these terms alternative rap when it came to Tribe Called Quest. That is something that started in this fucking era. Back in the 90s, 91, nobody was saying Tribe is alternative rap. You know what I'm saying? They were just dope ass
really
hip hop. I never heard that term for Tribe or De La Soul, and when all these labels start coming out, and these motherfucking these experts that coined these terms for these artists, they the ones that put Tribe and De La in alternative rap. I never heard that shit for these groups back then. You know what I'm saying? It was either you was mainstream or you was underground. It wasn't no alternative rap and backpack rap and this shit, and that's all bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying? People get caught up in all those categories, and I think it's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, they
or
they,
do you
they
want to
try
just
to
call it
like
conscious?
they try to like dumb down the artist and the sound of the artist, and oh, but if you don't understand the artist, Then get familiar with their music. You know what I'm saying? Don't just put them in the category with, oh, well, this is alternative rap because he's not talking about this like this artist, and it's just dumb. I don't think they go through this shit in country music. They don't do this shit with country music.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? Any other genre, they have no problem, you know, getting familiar with that artist's music. It's only our genre where they pick apart the genre and say, oh, well, this artist is alternative and this artist is pop and this artist is underground, and I don't get into all those fucking genres. I don't care. As long as it's dope to me, that's all that matters. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? The only reason why like I care to even do these type of, you know, categorizing is because I trust your judgment. You know your fucking music. Anybody else, I would not be doing this shit. Let's do alternative rap and fuck all that shit.
Well, do you want to
Rap
just
is
call it
rap, man.
conscious rap or jazz rap or
Conscious rap came even then. I heard but conscious rap. See, when people say conscious rap and they say, "Oh, what is your idea of conscious rap?" You think Public Enemy and Poor Righteous Teachers and fucking um Dead Prez, and when they came out, they had dope hip hop. Okay, they were on some socially conscious shit. That's cool, but I wasn't quick to call these niggas like conscious rap, and I don't get into all those labels. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? They try to
okay?
pigeonhole our genre and try to break it down for motherfuckers that don't understand the genre. So if you're not a casual, if you're not a hip hop head, and you're a casual fan and you only know like the mainstream songs and you want to get into a Dead Press album, then they label it for you like, oh, well, this is conscious rap. This is what Dead Prez is about. Go listen to them. This is what Public Enemy is about. KRS One. I don't get into all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care about all these, breaking down the genre, and they don't do this shit with any other genre. Why is it our genre? They want to, break shit down for simple-minded motherfuckers.
Mm, I respect that. But yeah, man. That's just how people just like to pigeonhole music and shit, though. But yeah. For anyway, when we're doing like a top 10 gangster rap albums, I have 9 albums. There's only one album I don't have,
Okay,
unfortunately. But yeah, I have 9 albums, and I'm ready to start whenever you are.
let's go. I ain't even showing no album. I don't feel like taking nothing out. Y'all know I got these fucking albums, so I ain't gotta bring shit out and show motherfuckers like, yo, this is the Chronic and Doggy Style. I already got it.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It was like every
Yeah.
time we do a something like this, we gotta show albums. You know I got it.
I just do it just for the effect, dramatic effect and shit.
Maybe I'll do it for the funk one because there's a lot of this shit on vinyl that people haven't seen. I'll do the funk one like that.
Hey, BJ just hit me up too.
What up, BJ? Where you at? You lurking in here?
Yeah.
I know he down for that shit.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna ask. I asked him. I'm just seeing if he's free next week. But yeah, my first album is from 1993. Tupac actually called this album the hardest album in hip hop history.
Okay.
It's Spice One with 187 he wrote. This is not the official cover for it, but y'all should know what the cover is. I'm pulling it up just in case. This came out in 1993. Very very dope album in my opinion, man. This is probably Spice One's best album. I know a lot of people say America's Nightmare was his best one, which that one was pretty good too. But with this one, I just felt like the production was a lot more darker. The shit that he was talking about was like fucking crazy. Like songs like dumping them in the ditches, running out the crack house, don't ring the alarm. I mean, just fucking dope album. One of my all time favorite albums from '93. Yeah, Spice One.
Number 10. We're not even. This is not in no order.
Nah.
We're not doing in no. We're not doing that like, oh, this is the best gangster rap album of all time. It's just what's our favorite top, 10 or whatever. There's many others that we left off of the list. My number 10 is NWA Straight Outta Compton, classic album. When you have to have your album being sold behind the register, and without no radio play, and you're still able to go multi platinum. That's something that wasn't done, at that time. And fuck the police, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I love that song. That's still my ringtone. It still speaks to this what this country is going through now. Every each one of those members, legendary careers: Ice Cube, Dre, MC Ren, Yella, Easy E, rest in peace. Classic album.
You said Straight Outta Compton, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my next one too. My last vinyl on the list too.
dope.
Um, like what you said, very dope album. It's not my favorite NWA album. I'm gonna be real
Yeah,
with you because I'm gonna talk more about that in a minute. But with this one, it was just the crazy. It was like people were not expecting this in hip hop because yeah, with hip hop you had cats like Run DMC talking about hard times. You had people like of course Schoolie D doing the PSK. And I think 1 year prior, Ice T did the Rhyme Page album with 6 in the Morning. But with
mm-hmm.
this one, it was really just broke down gangster rap for everybody to listen to and shit. Very very dope album. Cube on the pen game.
Definitely. Number nine, the Game documentary, a classic album, my favorite game album. The production was great. The features, we definitely for New York, like we definitely represented this album. This was a huge album over here when that dropped. Him being a part of G Unit and the whole shit that went down with him and 50 and a classic album, man. I love. I remember being at I think it was Virgin Megastore when this dropped, and they were blasting it like different songs. You know, um, this is how we do and dreams and running. They played like half of the album when I was there, and just a classic album, man. I love it.
Yeah, very dope album indeed. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna call my mom right quick.
Right. BJ, what's good, yo? Megan Good or Reagan Gomez Preston? Oh shit! I just saw a picture of Megan Good. She lost like a shit load of weight, yo. She looked sick as hell. And then my course. You don't like it either, Q? I don't see what the hoopla is about it. Niggas for Life was dope. That was a dope album too.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So my next album is Snoop Dogg with Doggy Style.
Of
This
course.
is not the original cover. They ripped the front cover off from when I bought it.
What?
So,
Is that the
but this
OG
is the
copy?
OG. Yes,
And they ripped the front cover off?
which I did not even know about until I bought the album
Wow.
because I was looking to myself like,
That's
what the
not the front
fuck?
cover.
Right.
That's the inside
Like,
cover.
like I said, it has the G's up, Hoes down, and the original next episode.
Right.
And this goes for the OG copy goes for like a lot of money.
Yes.
So I was just looking at myself like,
Yes.
fuck it, I'll just get the vinyl
But
one day with the cover. So
but with the sellers that we know, you can get it for like $4 right now. So
right,
you know what I mean?
because if I do get, I'm gonna get the remastered version with the cover because I'm just always in particular about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I also do got the OG version of Iron Man from Ghostface, but
Mm.
motherfuckers didn't put the cover on that too. But I already knew that ahead of time
What is going
because it was
on?
the OG version was like $5 from when I got it, and that one goes for a lot of money too. But
Right.
back to Doggy Style, very dope album. Everyone was bumping this album when it came out. You know what I'm saying? For all my niggas and bitches, Murder Was a Case, Gin and Juice. Snoop just definitely did his thing on this album. Must have his best album, no lie.
Number 8, I have the Dog Pound Dog Food classic album. Still their best album to date. Again, the production was great from Daz. Supposedly mixed by Dre. I've heard stories about that shit now too. So who knows? Um, the features with Snoop Dogg and Rage and Prince Idol Joe, rest in peace. Um, just a classic album. I love that album. I still play that album. Yeah, it's great. Not too much to say about it. You all already know these albums. We ain't gotta make a whole fucking speech
Yeah,
over them. It's classic albums here.
yeah, I definitely feel you on that. This is probably the only Southern hip hop album on my list. I'm gonna go with the Ghetto Boys with "We Can't Be Stopped."
Okay.
Now I was this close on putting "Till Death Do Us Part" because I feel like with that album had a slightly more gangster edge than this one. Cause I feel like this
Mm-hmm.
album was more horrorcore.
Right.
But to me, the reason why I put it is because this is like a personal favorite of mine because the fact that it definitely the way how the Ghetto Boys approach gangster rap compared to like NWA and even Compton Most Wanted was something that they try to like get insight to how the streets can make the motherfucker go crazy and whatnot, which is why hella people will call them like horrorcore and stuff like that too. But I would say
Right.
they were more horrorcore than gangster rap. But with songs like Another Nigga in the Morgue, man, come on, I'm Not a Gentleman, which DJ Tim was mentioning how that was a song that was an answer back to Queen Latifah's Ladies First, which a lot of people thought that was a diss track, but it really wasn't. It was just like a play on pretty much. But
Right.
very dope album. Rest in peace to Bushwick Bill. Must have in your collection.
Where am I? Number 7. Number
Yeah,
7.
number 7.
Number 7 for me is DJ Quick, Safe and Sound. Let's put respect on this man now before he drops dead. You know what I'm saying? Safe and Sound, one of his best albums. I love it. The production was great. The songs. Summer Breeze and Dollars and Cents. Digging You Out. Classic album.
Yeah, man. Safe and Sound. That's my favorite Quick album too. My next choice, I'm gonna go with Above the Law with Uncle Sam's Curse. This is the only album I don't have in my collection on this list, and this album's fucking expensive. It's like $500, $400, and it's that good. I mean, this album to me was definitely, I want to say probably their most darkest album in their discography and shit like that. You got fucking Tone Loc spitting some gangster shit on this track "Who Ride." I mean, that's one of my favorite tracks they've done. Black Superman. Everyone knows that song, Black Superman. I mean, I know everyone say Dre is a dope G Funk producer, but we should put respect on Cole 1872. And yeah, man, this is definitely a very, very, very dope album. KMG, rest in peace to him.
Number 6 for me, West Side Connection, Bow Down, an album that Reg, yours truly, had just get sent to me. I love it. Classic album, classic gangster rap album. All the critics in New York and Bow Down. Gangsters Make the World Go Round. Classic album. The production was great. I think Cube was in his bag on that album. Mac 10 and Dub C, who I've seen in concert. Classic.
Yeah, man, definitely. I'm glad you enjoyed that album, man. Yeah, we definitely got to talk about terrorist threats too.
Yes. Both of them. I'm going to
Sometimes.
talk about both of them.
Okay, cool.
Because we never discussed neither of those albums.
Yeah, I know years ago I done a review on Bow Down. Like that was like one of my first ones, but I
Okay.
don't mind doing a re-review because some of them early reviews,
Do
oh
like
my god.
a double
But
album and a double album review and shit.
yeah, we could do the West Side Connection. We could do R. Kelly's R sometime. So yeah, I'm down for
Yes.
that.
Yes.
All right. Speaking of Ice Cube, what over Death Certificate.
Yes.
1991, best his best album in my opinion. I mean, this album, this album is still relevant today. You know what I'm saying? Because like with all the shit that he was talking about, like songs like Colorblind, Black Korea, True to the Game, man. This is a very good album. Man's Best Friend. Yeah, man, Ice Cube's best album, and the one that got him probably in a lot of trouble with like the JDL, because y'all should know the story with No Vaseline and shit.
Right. Number 5 for me is MC8. We Come Strapped. One of his best albums. All for the money and Death Wish 3. Take Two with Me. Classic production. Uh, I think that was really when I started paying attention to MC8. Like right around the time when he was in Menace to Society and he came out with Straight Up Menace and then this album and one of the best. Love it.
Yeah, man, that was very close on making my list too, man. But shit, Ice T, OG original gangster. I had to put one Ice T album on this shit, but yeah, this is a very, very, very good album. To me, his best album. Period. I know there's a lot of people that says, "Oh, Ice T." Not really one that they don't really like a lot of Ice T shit, but at the same time, I felt like he was dope. I felt like he was had his own style and shit like that. Um, love songs like "Bitches Too," um, "Fried Chicken," "Body Count." And speaking of body count, this was actually the first time where you had, his people from his group Body Count, here and shit like that too. So,
Right.
yeah, man, very, very, very good album.
And ironically, that's my number 4. That's the only Ice T album I've heard is OG. I wasn't really big on Ice T's music compared to his acting. I think he was a better actor in certain things, but that's the only Ice T album I've ever heard. I thought it was great. I love it. Just from you know, one of my favorite songs. Well, I mean, I like some of his other songs. Colors and New Jack Hustler, but I think this was like one of his best albums. And I used to always see it in the record store. But even back then, I wasn't into Ice T like that. But hearing it many years later, I'm like, yo, this is one of his best albums. Without even hearing his other shit, I already like it. So that made my list.
Yes. My next album, this is the only artist with two albums on this list, and I can't really deny it. And it's NWA with Niggas for Life. Oh my god, man. This album right here definitely is deserving of the most dangerous rap group and whatnot. Like you can just feel the anger after Cube left, Dre, his brother dying and stuff like that, and then Easy and Dre were going at. I mean, this whole album was just angry. People will say, "Oh, it's misogynistic. Is this? Is that?" Yeah, it was misogynistic in some parts, but there's been worse tracks, especially just these days. Songs like "One Less Bitch," "Appetite for Destruction," "Days of Way Back." That's one track no one talked about. The "Days of Way Back." Yeah, very very dope album. Must have in your collection. And I would even throw in the 100 Miles of Running EP too.
Number three for me is the album that actually uh my introduction to gangster rap was Ice Cube, Death Certificate. And I remember I told this story before. I remember buying my first pair of Timbs, and I went to a store called Mr. Sports downtown Brooklyn. That was like 91. And when I went into the sneaker store, they were playing Horny Little Devil, right? And I had my mom with me. My mom looked like turned to me and she was like, "Who is that rapping?" You know. And I said that's Ice Cube, and she was like, "Never bring that album." Yo, that was my introduction to gangster rap. That was like the first gangster rap album I listened to was Death Certificate,
Wow.
and it's still it's like one of his best. I like that era Ice Cube when he was like socially conscious and politically incorrect and he didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's when his music was raw. And that's a great album. I love the album cover. Like you said before, like true to the game. I used to always see that video on MTV and Video Music Box, and he was like dissing Hammer and shit. And yeah, Steady Mobbing, one of my favorite songs ever from Ice Cube. Um, yeah, man, that's a classic album, man. Definitely need to get that. That's probably the only album. That's like the only album on this list I don't have in the Ice T joint, but everything else I got. But yeah, Ice Cube joint, Fireman classic.
Yeah, man, that IC joint was fire, man. I was also this close on putting the Iceberg album too, man, because whew,
Right,
I mean, anything from Power to OG could have been a contender to be real. I'll even throw in Home Invasion too, but
right,
whew, the last two, both released in 1992. This shit right here, Music to Drive By, Compton's Most Wanted. Man, this album right here was such a very dope album. I've always felt like this album, in my personal opinion, and y'all might correct me if I'm wrong, but it kind of got overshadowed by the Chronic in terms of like the West Coast. Because one thing about Compton's Most Wanted and like MC8 and and the Unknown DJ in particular and Mike T, they knew how to put samples,
right.
place the samples and shit. And I felt like with this album, it was like the most consistent album. I didn't hear the last two represent, and this is the 2006 one. This is the Gang or whatever, because
Mm,
I didn't hear any good things about those albums. But this album, like you have songs like Hood Took Me Under, Hood Rat, I Got to Get Over. Like the production was more cleaner and polished compared to like the first two,
right.
because like the first two had more like a rawer sound, whereas this one it had a raw sound, but it was more melodic with certain beats, like with and too deep with that horn, like a down down bum 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 bum. Like I love that beat, man. But yeah, Music to Drive By.
Number two, Doggy Style. What more can you say about that album? Great album. Still, to me, probably Snoop's magnum opus, if you want to say. The
Mm-hmm.
production, the songs, the features on there. That was a major anticipated album in '93 when I dropped, and I had like so many different versions of that. I had that on cassette. Then I had a homeboy that he gave me a copy of it on CD, but it wasn't the OG one. Then I ended up getting the OG one like last year or year before last. Finally, yeah, it's a great album. I still play that album. You know, so many good songs on there. Ain't no fun, one of my favorites, and um, Doggy Dog World, um, Serial Killers. It's so many great songs on there. Pump Pump, classic.
Yeah, Doggy Dog World, man. I probably listen to that song maybe twice a week at this point.
The
Never
album
get tired. I
or the
mean,
or the song
the song Doggy Dog
or the
World,
song. Oh, okay.
it's just that good. Daz's verse, man, is probably my favorite.
Yeah,
And speaking of Death Row, my last album, man, I had to end it off with this
yeah,
one.
same.
The Chronic, 1992. Must have for any hip hop head, in my opinion. I mean, Dre fresh out of NWA. Death Row record, the first release off Death Row. And what was the first album off that? I'm not gonna say the first release because of course you have the deep cover song.
Right.
But songs like Nothing But a G Thing. Um, what's that song? High Powered. I love that track. Lil Gang Bang.
Yeah.
Like Rat a Tat Tat. This whole album is just so fucking dope. Very a lot of motherfuckers try to copy this album, even to
Mhm.
this day.
Right. Classic. Chronic number one. Uh, that was a I don't even know if I want to say that was anticipated because at that time we didn't know what Dre was gonna drop, but it was definitely a lot of promotion with that. Um, when I started buying the Source magazine in '92, I remember picking up that issue with Dre holding the gun to his head, and um, that was crazy. And the album was like bootleg before it even came out over here. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a friend that he bought the bootleg tape over before it even dropped, and the shit I was hearing, like yo, like from the Chronic intro where they like talking shit about Easy E and Uncle Luke, and I was like, yo, man, like I never heard no shit like that. And you know, Dre Day was great when the niggas done took over. The day the niggas done took over, Little Ghetto Boy, Stranded from Death Row, underrated posse cut. Everything about that album is great, man. Like that's another album I still play. It still sounds like crystal clear in the speakers, and yeah, I don't think I'll ever get tired of that album. Like that's an album that you could play forever.
And it's funny, it's crazy how you mentioned like Lil Get a Boy and the niggas take over the day the niggas take over because
Mm,
one thing about the Chronic, yeah, it's a party album, yeah, it's a gangster album, but at the same time, they were really talking about some real shit
right.
about in-state life, about like life,
Uh-huh.
coping with the LA riots and shit like that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like Little Ghetto Boy itself is such a raw song itself. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Very, very, very dope album.
And I remember watching those LA riots on KTLA. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, like my cable system had the stations had KTLA, and I remember watching those riots, and the shit that was happening back then was just crazy. And then talking about it in school and stuff, and to think that album was made out of the because of the LA riots, man. Like shit, if they had LA riots all the time, like how many more West Coast classics would be talking about right now? You know what I mean?
Right,
And it's just crazy, man. That was an epic album, man. That's definitely a game changer in rap and in music in general. So
right. Because you had also had Ice Cube's The Predator,
right,
um, the Lynch Mob's Gorillas on the Mist album. Like, they talked about the LA riots too.
right.
Uh,
Hmm.
if I'm not
Those
mistaken, I want to
albums
say
could have. No, my bad. Go.
Oh, you good? I want to say Paris is I'm sleeping with the enemy. I want to
Right.
say,
Hmm.
but it's been years since I've actually peeped that album.
Any of those albums could have made the list. The Predator is a classic. My first Ice Cube album I ever bought. That's great. The Gorillas in the Mist, another great album. Paris, underrated.
Yeah,
South Central Cartel, they could have been on the list. They actually follow me on Instagram. I don't listen to them, but I'm aware of them, so they definitely could have made the list. King T as well.
yeah, man. Trust me, if I would have made like a top 20 or 30, y'all would have definitely seen some King T. Um, Brother Lynch Hung, I consider him more hardcore. To be honest with you, like especially with
Somebody
season of
said,
this.
did I miss the UGK part? Is UGK considered gangster rap?
Yeah, definitely.
You didn't miss it because we didn't have it on our list.
I mean, I would have put in super tight in my top 20, maybe riding dirty. Give me 1 sec. I gotta flip something in the oven.
Red John is cooking shit tonight.
So what?
You on your cooking shit tonight. What you cooking up tonight?
Just heating up some ribs tonight.
Okay. Ribs at 12:18, 12:16 a.m.
Yeah, making it with some mashed potatoes and biscuits.
Yeah, man, that's a great album.
If a tree falls in the forest and nobody is there to hear it, does it make a sound? If a tree falls in the forest, nobody's there. Is there a sound? I don't know. Of course there is. Don't let anybody fool you. People try to make that complicated. If a tree falls, there's a sound. The bigger the tree, the bigger the sound. Okay, so what's the philosophy?
Favorite song by Tony Touch. Um, Favorite song by Tony Touch.
It's your
That's
parents
that song he did with Total. I forgot. Was it Greatest DJ or some shit? Forgot the name of that
you.
joint. I got those two albums from Tony Touch, but I forgot the name of the song title. The song he did with Total.
One day
It
there,
was like a big single.
a guy offers to sell you the last available ticket to a Monster Rock concert. The price is exactly $50. What is it? Backstage passes included.
That's easy. It's not my money. I get my mother's dress.
It was the Kinks. She could have worn the blue thing.
But you trusted me.
I'm giving you an A.
Yeah, the
Or
Diaz
I'm
brothers joint was dope. Him and um Duop. Duop is another underrated DJ.
philosophy. We call it morality. All the rest is just tinsel.
Favorite Duck Down albums.
We do history.
The
The
Shining,
things, the misunderstood.
Nocturnal, The Storm, Enter the Stage,
My great
uh,
ally.
Monkey Bars,
I think it's
Jesus Christ
great.
Superstar, Mike Tyson,
Here, if I go to work,
The Formula, Buckshot and Ninth Wonder.
No, I'll be fine, Jim.
What else? Smith and Wesson, The All. That was a good album. Mostly those joints was good.
maybe
Hella Skelter one was great. Yeah.
there's a toolbox in the bedroom. If you don't mind, will you get it out and we grab the shower?
Bye.
That's all anyone can ask.
Um, The Last Stand also the Boot Camp album that was good. I enjoyed that one. Warzone was dope as well. Dirt.
Oh, yes. What about them? They make you laugh, don't they? Yeah, sometimes. Take mine, for instance. Yours? Yeah. Ordinarily, the
Favorite
little
song
devil
from
is just
Niggas for Life. Real Niggas Don't Die.
here.
That was a dope song.
And I'll tell you, he turns into a holy cherub when it comes to washing my hands. Last night we went around and around about it. Finally I gave in, and you know, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I might just start doing it regularly. What the hell are you talking about? Well, how many years here? No, but you don't have a kid. Yes, I do, Alex. I have adopted a son.
Jimmy, what are you talking about?
It's a little difficult to adopt a child, isn't it? Is this difficult?
Jim, who is this kid?
Harry.
Harry. You mean the kid that was here yesterday?
But
But he's already got parents.
I didn't say there wouldn't be problems.
His parents are desperately trying to find him. They're camped out at the police station right now. The cops just won't ask if any of us have seen him.
Jim, you cannot adopt somebody else's kid.
He's not somebody else's kid. He's my kid now. And maybe I made it legal. I got him a library card.
Yeah, I wonder why. That's the name of the joint. That was on the Peacemaker joint.
It's our duty to sound them out about a reward. I shouldn't have told any of you about this. You're trying to ruin it.
Money. Yeah. I don't understand, Sonny, but what do you want with Terry?
He's the son I never had.
Favorite LL song, love song.
You better get him back to them. Fast.
Uh,
They shelter in the
favorite
future.
LL love song.
No, it's not a question of that, Jim.
Um,
Parents are worried sick.
The cops called and said his
probably I Need Love. Hey Lover was a great song.
Hear the terrible things she's done to him. Forcing him to take care of it.
With Zion's not here no more. We blocked him because he wanted to show his ass.
the kid has a home. He's got a family. He's got a puppy.
There's a puppy. You know that
I
from
don't. We don't go by. You need to ask him. I mean, we were
Finding a way to
both.
wonder who Terry is.
I think niggas like that. They don't. They just want to have like issues with us for no reason. And I'm not feeling that. So
What happened?
nah, Sam was asking me about Zion. I'm like, "Nah, Zion is no longer here. We blocked him because he want to act like a fool, and I just ain't feeling it. Especially when we was nice to this nigga. No other podcast is gonna let you come on their show and talk about your whack ass music, and we let you come on, and then you want to act like a dickhead. So I don't fuck with him.
not somebody else's kid. He's my kid now. And maybe I
You
made
know,
it
and
legal.
he's so worried about Reg. Why you so worried about another man and his music? Like how is Reg getting gigs and he's not? Because Reg is he puts in the work and you don't. That's why he's getting the shows and you not getting it.
It's our duty to
You
sound
know what
them
I'm
out
saying?
about a
So that's why you don't see him on here no more.
You're trying to ruin it.
Money.
Anyway,
I am addressing it because Sam asked me. That's the only reason why I even mentioned the nigga name.
I'm not putting my 2 cents in this. I'm just that's I just asked the question. I'm just oh, I got my answer.
Y'all should do a beat battle for DJ Quick.
The cops called. They said his
I
mother
was
was running for
thinking
that 24
some
hours.
either quit Sir Jinx or shit too.
You should hear the terrible things she's done to him.
Speaking of Antoine said, speaking of gangster rap, I got 3 albums this week on CD: The Lynch Mob, Gorillas in the Mist, Ghetto Boys, Till Death Do Us Part, and Easy East, straight off the streets of motherfucking Compton. 3 dope albums. I believe all 3 of them are out of print.
He's got a family.
Yep.
He's got a puppy.
Yo, shout out to JD of the Lynch Mob because he finally got released from prison since like night since '93.
A little spotted
So you know
diamond.
Vlad TV is going to do an interview on him within the year. So stay tuned.
Finding a way, wondering where his Terry
I
is.
don't I don't like I don't care about finding stuff on Google and Wikipedia. It's like for me, it's like I think that's when I want to discuss shit, I just want to discuss shit from what I know. I don't want to be on Wikipedia and Google about because they get shit wrong too. You know what I'm saying? They get release dates wrong and all that, and you know what I'm saying. There's
Yeah,
people that they love that shit and they want to go into detail. No, I don't care about going into detail. I just want to know from what I know about the album and my experiences with the album. That's what I like talking about. So it comes off more organic and real instead of something that's staged and planned. And I don't care about all that.
I'm sorry you have to do this.
What
Yeah,
happened to
sometimes
streaming? Go ahead, my bad.
no, so sometimes if I'm just bored, I might just read up a Wikipedia article just for fuck's sake. And if something don't seem right to me, I just look it up to see if it's really factual or not.
Streaming, I don't know. I'm all physical, man. I don't do streaming music, and I don't know.
Excuse me.
If streaming music shut down right now, what would these kids listen to? How would they listen to their music? You know what I'm saying? Because how would they listen? Unless you're like buying, how would you listen to the music? A lot of these kids don't buy music. They don't buy vinyl and CDs like us, so they wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, and it's like was I don't mind streaming, but there's certain albums that's not on streaming services and shit like that. So that's why I just like streaming. I have my CDs, I have my vinyls, I have a little bit of everything.
Right?
People shouldn't just rely on streaming sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm.
These are Terry's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Booth.
Um.
Jimmy Gutowski, the man who was kind enough
So
to
what's
take care of him until he got here.
Thank you, Mr. You never know how
you
grateful
know
we
what?
are. Where's my son?
I might push the push double review for Tuesday instead of tomorrow. Cause I still haven't watched Love and Basketball yet.
Are we doing a Prince album review or no?
I wanted to do a double review on the Family and the Jill Jones
Mm-hmm.
album,
Right.
but I didn't have a chance to watch Love and Basketball because I want to do that on Tuesday. But let me watch it probably tomorrow night. I keep pushing this shit back, man. I really,
If you don't want to talk all over basketball, don't you don't have to talk about it.
I mean, I don't mind talking about it. It's just that I've been so busy lately with my thesis, and also it's just like getting ready to I was getting ready for some other stuff too, like regarding like school and shit like that too. So I don't mind talking about it because it's something different, but still,
I feel you.
I'm gonna knock it out, watch it tomorrow. Just let me stop bullshit. So y'all ready for the Escape SWV versus?
Yes, definitely.
You did the right thing. You know that, don't you?
Better lyricists be real or corrupt. Corrupt.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna go with Corrupt.
You okay, Jim?
But that's kind of tough though, cause Be Real is dope too.
Yeah, be real is dope.
Oh, come on, Jim. The kid was only here overnight. Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on Tuesday. Fuck that. No wait, tomorrow I can just watch this movie.
I don't know why. Alex. Yeah.
By the way, what was I about to say? So, Kanye West raised about $1 million for DMX's families through the T-shirts and shit.
Right.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's good.
Irv Gotti got into some shit this weekend because he was talking
Why
about
he?
DMX overdosing on fentanyl crack or whatever, and people are like bashing him for it, including 50 Cent.
Finna. Why does that even matter at this point? Like DMX is already dead, and what is he trying to make DMX look bad in the media?
How can you make a simple thing so heart wrenching? I feel awful.
You know, people always want to do that shit.
Yeah. Be real sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks. I never heard nobody say that before. That's different.
Loki, Be Real has a dope style and shit, man.
Yeah,
That
nobody
rhyming
sounds
stuff,
like him.
yeah. Hell, I like House of Pain, but they were even trying to sound like Be Real in the last album.
The last House of Pain album.
Yeah, the one from
Oh,
'96.
I didn't hear that one. I didn't. Only the first two.
Oh shit.
Favorite Sir Jinx produced song.
Probably two to the head, Coogee Rap.
No Vaseline. Irv Gotti produced the best record of all time. What's my name about wet? What is that?
What?
I don't know that. I don't know that song. What's my name about wet? What is that a song? What's my
No, he
name by
meant by
DMX? Oh, yeah, that was good.
autocorrect.
That's not my favorite DMX song, but it was good. I think Gotti did better stuff than that.
Yeah, I would say the shit he did for Mike Geronimo, low key, was a little better.
Right.
I kind of prefer mid '90s Irv Gotti,
Hmm.
like mid to late '90s Irv Gotti than anything. When his sound was more grimier and darker.
You watching Family Ties?
Yeah, I'm just seeing what Paramount Plus got low key.
What do we do, baby?
Low
Without
key, I'm watching the
you.
episode where Tom Hanks played an alcoholic.
Tom Hanks on Family Ties? I don't remember that
Yeah,
episode. Oh, he must have been mad young back then.
yeah. This is after Bosom Buddies got canceled and he was still trying
Oh
to make
God,
himself.
I never watched that show either. Bosom
Man,
Buddies.
I peeped like 5 episodes. I'm just like, what the hell?
Favorite song by Millie Jackson.
Fuck you, Symphony. I'm gonna stay on for about 10 more minutes.
Couldn't you learn to play something quieter, like checkers?
Alex, we all put up with you when you were learning how to play the accordion.
Come on now, that was different. I had a rare gift for that instrument.
Alex P.
Your
Keaton.
teacher wound up in an
All right.
institution.
Hey, Mrs. Billington had serious
Who
personal
sang that
Michael
Family
Jackson,
Ties song?
in Spain.
Johnny Mathis, and Denise Williams.
Oh wow, I love that song. I've always heard that forever, and I never knew who sang it.
Yeah, man.
Acoustics are better outside.
Denise
Johnny
Williams. Let's
Mathis.
share it for the boys. Denise Williams.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
let's hear it for the
So
boy.
Johnny
Like,
Mathis.
silly of me. Yep.
Wow. How did they pair those two up for that theme song?
You know, there was always black people singing the white theme songs. Like, what's it, Roberta Flack did the Hogan family theme song.
Hmm.
Who else? Who else?
Drop the station. You'll be able to settle down.
Who else, man? It's
Ronnie, we
like a
just
lot of
answered that. We just answered the Sir Jinx question.
Antoine said Donald D and Notorious or Let the Horns Blow. Oh, I'm gonna go with Notorious. You listen to Donald D?
Practicing a clarinet.
He doesn't sound familiar. I probably have, but was he a jazz musician? Who was he?
No, he was an Ice T affiliate. He was part of the Rhyme
Yeah,
Syndicate.
that's why I don't know him. I didn't listen to nobody from that crew except for Everlast. That's the only one that I really fuck with from there.
Bro, that Notorious album, that shit's fire, man. I was so close on getting it
And
sealed on top.
your girl what's her name? Tierra B. What was her name? Was
Who?
Tierra B. Wasn't she down with them?
Nah, nah. Terry
She
B
wasn't
went
down
down with them.
with Round Syndicate.
Nah, she was down.
Oh,
She was down with Ruthless. And
wasn't Everlast dating her or some shit?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't mention that. He didn't mention. I don't think he mentioned her name in the when he did that interview with Talib.
fuck Talib. Favorite song from the My Love Is Your Love album. Mm.
Whitney Houston? You talking about?
Yeah, Whitney Houston.
I didn't even listen to that album.
I mean, it's been years since I peeped that, but I'm gonna go
Was it
with
good?
Oh, it was good, but around that time, her voice was going down at that time.
Mm.
But it's still a good album. Way better than the Just Whitney album.
And you know Wyclef always take credit for that fucking song. You know,
IoT, IoT.
Q-Tip did a joint on there. I only know the singles. I never listened to the album. I think like shit. The last Whitney thing I listened to was waiting till it exhale. That shit.
Yes, okay, that's great. This is one of my six best categories. How are you?
Favorite quotes from Dog Day Afternoon. I gotta rewatch that movie. Shit.
Yeah, man. Sam wants us to review that movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. We can do that. Sometime
We'll
this
do
summer
that for
maybe.
the anniversary whenever it is.
Watch that shit be next week. Watch that shit like be like next week and shit.
Right? Just my luck, right?
Oh, September 21st.
Okay, that's when we do it. September.
Okay, I can jot that down. Fuck it.
I saw the movie last year. You know what I'm saying? But I'll watch it again.
I know I'm gonna watch Juice tonight. I'm gonna start with this Tupac breakdown tonight. So
When you doing that? Are you doing that by yourself?
you can join.
You don't tell us what you're doing, Reg. Like you just be making shit and you don't tell me and Ashley
I
what you're
literally
doing.
said I literally said this last week. I'm gonna do the Tupac movie breakdown on his birthday, and
When
I did the whole flyer on the channel.
his birthday is when? When is it? The end of the month?
Like I think June. Yeah,
Oh, June. Oh, we got
June
another
16th.
month. We good. We got another month.
Yeah.
We don't even need to break down. We don't even need to look at the movies. We know the shit by heart already.
Well, I never seen the last three
Oh, you never
movies he
seen
was in.
Gridlock?
Gridlock, Gang Related Bullet. I
Okay.
never seen those,
Gang related. Okay.
so that's why I was gonna like watch that shit. But Juice, I was just gonna watch Juice tonight
Right.
just for F
Just to
sakes.
watch it. Right. Foxy Brown, El Nana versus Broken Silence. El Nana,
Broken
classic. Broken
Silence.
Silence. Her last great album.
Shit, that's her last album probably. Wait,
Right.
hold on. When's that verse of Lil Kim and Foxy? That was the verses I've been
Yeah, I
waiting
don't
on.
know. Well, that's still to be announced because they didn't announce the other ones though.
Ah,
They didn't announce the other ones yet. That still could be a potential matchup. You know, there's a couple that didn't announced that's still out there. The 36 Mafia and Bone Thugs that's not announced yet. Uh, UGK and April and MJG that's not announced yet.
IoT. IoT.
Exhibit Chamber Music.
Wasn't that from the second album?
I don't remember. What did you think of the video of the little boy slapping the man over some Doritos? What the hell?
Oh, that's the video he sent me on Instagram. That shit had me rolling.
Wow.
I mean, he didn't even ask for the Doritos in the first place. Was he wrong? Yeah, but still, I hate motherfuckers who do that shit. Just take some take shit out. Motherfuckers play without even asking and shit. That shit, hell no.
Wow.
Oh, well, then you're going to need a beer. It'll help you study. Because if you've got time, we've got beer. We haven't got the beer. Well,
Bro, Loki, I be hating these '80s sitcoms when they talking about alcohol and then they have beer. I'm like, I drink beer a lot, and beer does not get me that messed up. I'm sorry.
Wow. Don't tell Reg that. Reg loves China Doll.
I don't love that fucking album.
You don't like China Doll?
No, I just got told you I just got the album just for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, you're lying. You told me you love China Doll more than the Firm album?
Yeah, I like Shenandoah more than the Firm album, but I
Oh
still
my
don't like it.
god. What? You don't like the album, but you think it's better than
I
the
feel
Firm
like
album?
both. I told you I feel like both albums are trash.
Wow.
Trash.
What is this man smoking? What have you been smoking, bro? You don't like the China Doll album, but you think it's better than the Firm album. I've never heard
Yeah.
that. I've never heard that. I think I can bump more songs off the Puffy Forever album, which I don't like, over the China
Okay,
Doll album.
now you're going too far. Nah.
Oh man.
No, I didn't.
Well, come on, sit down. Maybe I can help you with
Yeah,
this
I
test.
mentioned it because I threw it away.
Not totally unfamiliar.
Favorite next Friday movie scene?
Thanks, I got you all
What's
right.
your favorite next Friday
Mm,
movie scene? The shit in the record shop, yo. When Rage came over there,
You're ashamed.
that shit. When she came to fuck Ice Cube, Craig up.
Wrong answers.
I like that part when the nigga was like, "Nigga, I was gone."
From the World Bank. So why don't you just come down from this high horse and ask your Uncle Ned for some
The
help,
Lakers are
huh?
in trouble.
What's the matter? Don't you like your Uncle Ned anymore?
I like
Flatliners USA or Gravediggers.
Yet
Six
you're
Feet
too
Deep.
good to
Gravediggers
sit around
album,
and get glad when there's
definitely
your cute
my
little
favorite
brother.
one.
Yeah, Gravediggers all the way. I was just talking to Sam about that. I never actually liked the Flatlines album like that. I feel like it was just okay.
Hmm.
You think I'm drunk? You think I am drunk? Let me tell you something, buddy.
Nah, buddy.
I'm drunk.
WWF versus Def Jam Vendetta. The both is the same. How is that?
to see you like
The
this.
games you talking about? How is the game the same?
You are just like that
Because
funny
Vendetta is
kid
like
you
more
are.
of a wrestling game.
Uncle Ned.
Let me tell you something. You got me
Well,
always
yeah, but back then WWE was actually making great games.
because you were wrong.
Before the 2K stuff, they were actually, the SmackDown games were actually like
You're
the
gonna get
best
on
shit.
my nerves.
Why don't you just come upstairs, sleep it off?
I'm gonna go out.
Favorite scene
Favorite
from
scene
Harvey Dent.
from Are We There Yet? I don't know. That's not even my favorite movie from Ice Cube. Why would I remember that shit?
Are we there yet?
Better rap group, the Alcoholics or Far Side?
Far
I don't
side.
know. I think the Alcoholics have a better discography though,
Hey, good morning, Alex.
cause I only like two Far Side albums after Lab Cab. That was it. Like I checked out. I didn't hear plain rap and the other shit from them.
You know why I didn't sleep well last night.
I'm gonna be biased. I've never really been a big Alcoholics fan, really.
Right.
Well, I'll take a cold shower, think
They
about
both were great.
that.
Both are great West Coast groups. I would love to see the Fat Lip and Slim Kid come back because supposedly they're working on a reunion. So
Just
we'll see
here.
if that
Oh
works.
wow.
Listen, Mark, we have a real problem here. What that? Well, it's up to that. He's been drinking a lot. It's a very difficult time for him, Alex. Just because he's drinking a little
Tupac
more
has a
than the
flawless discography. There go BJ.
you gotta
Give
listen.
some respect to Tupac. He feels like Tupac don't get his respect.
Just relax. Be yourself with the interview, Ned. Words is tough,
You
but
know
it's
what? I'm
real
just gonna
fun.
fast forward to when the motherfucker just gets drunk. 'Cause I don't care.
I don't know why you feel like that. I feel like Pac is a legend and he definitely
Ricky
gets
Bobby.
all the respect like Jay and Nas.
Talking something?
What?
Socks.
No. I got mine right
Oh
here.
my god.
The Game versus Young Buck. Discography, I'm going with the Game. I like Young Buck better lyrically though.
Yeah, game is my nigga.
Sit down. Yeah. I got that with me. Okay. So, well,
Scarface is on Netflix. Oh wow.
what are you doing? You should be over here with
I mean, it's already on Stars too, so
Oh yeah.
I mean that movie always comes to Netflix and then they take it out.
Why they do that?
They do that to certain movies. Like, they do that with 8 Mile all the time.
Right.
Haven't you forgotten something?
I mean, it's like three more people because I'm hungry as hell.
I got mine right here.
You got ribs cooking right now?
No, I mean it's done now.
Oh, it's done.
Yeah.
We gotta have like a segment where you're like talking hip hop and cooking at the same time. Like you
I
just
was
like
trying.
seasoning the ribs and then you're doing an album review at the same time. That'd be dope. People
I mean, I
finally get to see
tried.
your kitchen and it'll be like food and hip hop, soul food and hip hop with Reg Thompson.
I tried to do like an Instagram live and shit like that with
Hmm.
my phone, but I couldn't get the phone to stand up right.
Right.
But I got like this green screen light. Hopefully, the
Hmm.
phone can stay up now and shit.
Right. Oh, you gonna try it? You gonna do like the food and the hip
One
hop
day,
talk?
yeah,
That'll be
one day.
dope, yo. That'll be dope. You gonna have like your apron on, your chef apron, and talking about Raekwon the chef.
Shit. I know. I'm about to make me this kale salad too with my ribs
Oh
and shit.
wow, you eating kale? Shit.
Oh yeah, I'm eating kale.
I'm not there
My
yet.
sister got
I'm
my
not there
sister
yet with the
got me
kale.
my sister got me eating kale. I made me a little
What?
Caesar salad.
What?
Made me a little Caesar salad and
I'm
shit.
not there yet. I'm not there. I eat regular salad with like ranch dressing. I'm not there with the kale yet.
That was quite an exhibition you put on today. Yeah, well, I aim to please.
Do you like the
Yeah,
last
man.
post? BJ said.
I definitely love the last poets. I gotta hear more of their stuff though.
Mike Griffin.
I
A lot
wanted
of hip hop
shot.
sample from them.
I couldn't turn down, could I?
Hmm?
All
Well,
right, all right, all right, all right, all
Hmm?
right, all right. I didn't need my
no,
Griffin.
I was reading something that DJ Tim said.
Now, what could I do? You don't say no to Merv.
Stop lying, Ned.
Not now. I'm on a roll.
I don't know.
To yourself.
Try that. No, no, I'm on a
People
roll.
act like Tupac was the star of Digital Underground. I don't understand that.
Been a new start for you off the net.
I'm not gonna lie, there are some people who do say that shit.
He ain't been on all the DU albums to be the star of the of the group.
What's
You
up with the
know,
love? What's up with the love?
But you're afraid to face it
I don't
now.
even think he's been on 10 DU songs on any of their albums.
What difference does it
You never know. You know, Pac has a
He,
lot of other shit.
but I mean, it might be unreleased stuff. I mean, like for the stuff that's been released on the albums, he ain't even on 10 songs.
so what difference does it make? Told Ned
You
all
know,
about the wayside, huh? It's the most pathetic
he
speech
was
I've
just
ever
like the most prolific artist from that group. You know what I'm saying? And he just took off.
That's
You know,
happening
where we didn't see Money B, come out with anything of significance or I've always wanted a Humpty Hump album, like a solo album. I don't know why that never happened, but
You can go ahead and act like a kid.
Just to let you know, I'm gonna record the Bobby Valentino episode tonight. Did you watch the
no,
Selena
I didn't
Johnson?
even. Did you send me that? No. Hold up, you didn't send me the Bobby V thing.
I know because it came out. It dropped today. I'm gonna record
Oh,
it tomorrow.
I didn't see the Selena Johnson one yet. I gotta
Okay,
see that.
then. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you right now. Hold on.
you're sick, you have a disease. If you don't do something about it, it's going to kill you.
It's going to kill you.
I don't care.
Okay.
It's over for me. It is not over for you, Uncle Matt. You were at the top once. You can make it back up there again. You want these clippings? Young Executive of the Year, 1980. Your speech before the World Bank. When you made Junior Vice President.
Yeah, rest in peace, Shock G.
Yeah.
Alex, what are you doing with this stuff?
Favorite Easy E
I
album.
achieved something. I looked at those.
Straight out the motherfucking streets of Compton.
Well, Alex, these are ancient history. They're garbage. Hey, Uncle Ed, don't do that. Hey, give me those. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I shared it with you, bro.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry.
That was the most old dramatic fall. Leave me alone.
Yeah, well, leave me alone. Leave me alone. What the hell are you doing? I don't know.
I'm sorry, man.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
You feel like it took away from the group? I don't feel like that.
I don't feel like that either.
Tupac, what Tupac did and what that group did is two different things. Like they had two different sounds.
Right now, either you get some help
Better lyricist, Buckshot or
or you're
Pharaoh.
gonna hit my
I like
house.
Pharaoh a little bit better with wordplay. Buckshot is a dope MC though.
Yeah, Pharaoh Monch all the way. But yeah, I'm actually about to end it off for the night. This has been a dope countdown. Stay tuned next week for the top 10 funk album. You know, BJ's gonna join us for that one.
Oh God, I
Yeah,
know when I some of those vinyls, BJ gonna be like, yo, where you get that from?
for real, man. I already got a fork on my list tonight, yo. Whew. This Tuesday there's gonna be the Prince double review with the Family self-titled and the Jill Jones self-titled albums. Um, I might have to send you the maybe both. I don't think both of them are on streaming
Is that on
services.
YouTube? Oh, is that on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay.
hmm
What's
And
Wednesday?
then you said what?
Anything Wednesday? What's Wednesday?
Nothing on Wednesday.
Wednesday? Thursday? Nothing.
Thursday is
Just Tuesday.
Ludacris back for the first time.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it for what I got so far this week. So yes, sir, yes, sir. And then as usual, I got some goodies I'm gonna drop soon. So stay tuned on that.
Right.
But yeah, thank you so much, bro.
Yes.
And I will talk to you later. I hope everyone. So
Are
what?
we recording the unsung tonight or no?
I mean, we can record the Selena Johnson tonight. I just gotta watch it
Okay.
after I eat.
All right.
Just
Cool.
because I'll be up for about a couple hours anyway.
All right.
All right. Other than that, hope everyone has a good night. Say
Peace.
share, say subscribe, say liked. Peace.